Want some nuts?
Ah, yes, the memes in my timeline this morning. Candace Owens, Ian Carroll, Sneeko, and Nick Fuentes running scared. Why is this meme in my timeline?
They talked on
it. Okay. Oh, boy. The reason why this meme is in my timeline is because apparently all three of these individuals have fled the country. All four of them actually fled the country. Sneeko, Ian Carroll, Candace Owens, and Nick Fuentes. And they're all out of the country at the same time when a number of very curious events are happening. And this is the entire gossip scuttlebutt of the internet. And so we might as well talk about it because, why not? Candace Owens and Ian Carroll, Sneeko, and Nick Fuentes are all gone. They've all fled, and Candace did so in a way that makes people wonder if there's something bigger going on. And I don't know. Okay, I don't know. We do our best to stay out of drama on this channel. We really don't think that it's productive. It takes a Herculean effort to try and not insert ourselves, snap, crash out, or lose our minds based on the current drama ecosystem of the nation. But this one conflicts with a number of different concurring events. We find it interesting, and so we're going to talk about it. Here we go. Donald Trump obviously has gone after Candace Owens. He's gone after Tucker and Meghan and Alex Jones here in this post, calling him low IQ. At the exact same time, kind of in the same week, the federal grand jury in Alabama returned charges for wire fraud, false statements, and conspiracy to commit money laundering from the Southern Poverty Law Center. This is a far left-wing group. What were they doing? Well, they were funding prominent right-wing figures, white nationalists, Aryan Nation, KKK, National Socialist Party of America. They were funding subversive groups. And they were funding people who were allied with those groups. You can see here at the list. And they were trying to create effectively hate crimes or a hate ecosystem, a hate industry that they could then fundraise against. Now, on top of this story, Candace Owens's lawyer quit in her defamation case against Emmanuel Macron's wife. Candace Owens hired a nearly all Zionist Jewish legal team law firm that once employed the former ambassador to Israel to represent her in the defamation lawsuit that Brigitte Macron brought against Candace for falsely claiming that the First Lady of France was a biological male. Laura Loomer calling this out because, well, there are some ironies, of course, to the fact that Candace Owens is using a Zionist law firm. Those ironies are self-evident. Anyway, one of the lawyers quit Candace Owens' team after this expose and is out. And others are wondering if perhaps Erica Kirk is maybe serving some of the people who have been maliciously spreading lies about her. Anyway, that's just all speculation. Here's what we do know, though. Candace Owens has confirmed, and she confirmed rather abruptly, that she has left the country. I thought I had announced I was traveling with my family. See you guys next week, she says. No show today. Because people are saying, where's your show? Candace Owens says, I've been traveling overseas all day. So sorry I'm late to reacting to this ridiculous trend that should be edited. I did not trade racial slurs with Laura Loomer. She's a maniac throwing racial slurs, and I've been laughing at her. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Okay, so Candace confirms that she's been traveling overseas and sort of abruptly says she's not going to do a show. Laura Loomer says that there might be something else going on here. What do we think? Candace Owens had to abruptly cancel her show today and travel abroad. She never alerted her audience to her travel plans. Interesting how she's fleeing the country. Same day as I reported that her Zionist Jewish lawyer dropped ahead of an important deadline for the lawsuit, the Macron's next week. Remember, I exposed a secret trust where she's hiding nearly all of her real estate assets. Her lawyer's firm specializes in bankruptcies. Is she moving her money abroad, hiding assets abroad so she can file for bankruptcy? She's fleeing the country, says Laura Loomer. I don't pretend to, and nor am I trying to do anything other than report out what is being openly, and it's probably the number one thing on my timeline, certainly, because I follow all these people and I know some of them, right? And I guess I would just say that it's interesting timing. Again, we'll get to this. Sneeko and Nick Fuentes and Ian Carroll, they're all out of the country too. I mean, I don't know. Is there some holiday that I'm unaware of? It's like for, last week of April holiday. I don't know, man. I don't know. Remember, the Loomer Intelligence Agency just emailed me that this is going to change everything. They sent me a photo of the plane Candace Owens was boarding the SPLC Airways. So people are saying that potentially the reason that they're all fleeing the country is because they were the sources. They were the special sources that were paid by the SPLC, and perhaps they'll be under federal indictment as well. Or perhaps they're being served by Erica Kirk. That I do not know. Get some sleep, Larry. Again, this is the lawyer that's now Zionist Jewish lawyer, has now dropped. He's no longer representing her as counsel. Withdrawal comes days after I exposed Candace Owens hired a Zionist lawyer. Okay. I don't know, man. People saying this. I'm calling BS on this one. Candace has a production team. She got a social media teams, regular podcasts. She's doing it isn't a regular podcast where she's doing post-production and most of the legwork to make sure her episodes come out. There's a team behind this. She didn't forget to announce her departure. Something came up and she got the hell out of Dodge. Where's she traveling? For how long? Who is going with her? Her husband is British. I mean, like, these are just realities. Her husband is British. I think they do travel quite often. He's European, right? He's British and holds a British passport. So they do travel internationally. I know that as a matter of fact, quite regularly. Just asking questions, see how that works. Who's going with her? You're telling me she doesn't have a pre-taped best of show that she could spill out? She didn't tape something ahead of time since she supposedly knew this trip was coming up. No one from her social media team told her, and she forgot to tell everyone that there was no episode this week. Her handlers didn't say anything about this departure. Not buying the slop. The grift is coming to an end. Candace, Fuentes, Ian Carroll, and Sneeko all decided they're not streaming this week, and we're supposed to believe that this all happened by accident. Isn't their whole brand pattern recognition and noticing? So yeah, here's Ian Carroll. In light of a tragic death, I think I want to check in and say that I'm safe and okay. Taking a break from the internet for personal reasons. I'll talk about more soon. Mental health is fine. I'm not suicidal. I love my family and life. Yikes, from Ian Carroll. Candace randomly fled the country. Nick Fuentes randomly fled the country. Ian Carroll claims he's scared and a victim, and Sneeko pauses all of his streams. Okay. So this is what he says. I love my family and life. I haven't received any threats. I have no reason to be concerned for my safety. Just want to check in a lot of homies and reach out who are concerned. I'll be back soon, says Ian Carroll. Why are all the woke right doomers going on vacation overseas at the exact same time the SPLC is being indicted? I'm just asking questions. Fuentes didn't feel good and went to Rome. So here's Nick Fuentes in Rome. Okay. I mean, again, like if everyone can just do the whole asking questions thing, then this is what the internet's doing in response to the just asking questions thing. All four of these idiots paused their podcast this week. I'm sure it's totally organic. Quite a few of these figures are doing this all at once. Very interesting. Nick Fuentes flees the country in the wake of the SPLC incident. A sentence that I would not have been believable years ago. I've watched every episode of Candace Owens ever since Charlie Kirk was killed. She's taken plenty of breaks and days off, but she's always given her fans a heads up, sometimes days or weeks in advance. She didn't just accidentally forget that she was leaving the country with her family. She was just on her usual spree of attacking Erica Kirk yesterday with no mention of leaving the entire country and not doing a show. This comes at a very interesting time. Something's going on. It's very weird. The vibes are not vibing. I don't know, but I know. Okay. Did they flee on an Egyptian plane? What a weird thing to happen just hours after the SPLC bombshell. Probably just a coincidence. Something tells me that these people are about to be investigated. TikTok. Okay. I doubt they were funded by the SPLC, but it is funny timing, though, says Tim Pool. I mean, I agree. It's funny timing. So I don't know. What do you think? Would you watch this movie? Would you SPLC? Whatever. All right. The internet. Too much internet for a Friday morning. We hope you have a great week. And let me know what you think is happening in the comment section. It's your boy Benny. See ya.